What up, what up, what up? This Lupe Fiasco, and I don't leave home without my professional wingman. You dig? Special K on 103.5 Kiss FM. You heard?
Lupe Fiasco. Thank you. You totally. I'm a geek. I'm a fan of yours.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you for coming here, guys. Like guys like when you and Common and Kanye come around, man. It's just kind of for me. I get all like little girl crush thing going. Not like I've said too much. Maybe we should talk about music or something. No, that's the fun part about you is I'm excited because I could talk lyrics, I could talk music with you as opposed to coming in and having to talk like gossip and we can get some real talk going on we don't have to care about Charlie Sheen right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Charlie, I'm winning.
Except for hashtag. But before we do talk about the real stuff, the music, the lyrics, there's one thing that came out that I did want to talk to you about because I think it's important for your fans here in Chicago and everything. Is some of the stuff that they said when they chose the B.O.B. side to do Nothing on You. And literally, I like, it almost broke my heart because it said things like you were feeling down almost to the point of suicidal.
Yeah, not because of that, though.
It wasn't because...
No. It wasn't because of that.
What was that all about? Because I was like, no!
No, Nothing on You actually started out as a Lupe song.
Okay.
And featuring B.O.B. And then it turned into the label became very, very whack about how they wanted to proceed with it, and it was just like, just give it to Bob, and we'll do something else, But it wasn't suicidal because I didn't get Nothing on You. Like it wasn't like that. It was just the everything that I went through for this record, on top of all the personal stuff that I was going through and different things. It was like I read that comment where they said that, and I was like, no. There's a period there, and then it says, hey, he was suicidal. Just people just connected it like, oh, he didn't get the record, so he went to shoot himself.
Now I know this album has been crazy for you. The process is not your favorite part of making this album, correct?
No. I love the music, and I reiterate that multiple times.
We do too.
I love the music. I love the album. I'm very proud of it. The process of making this album is a bastard.
What was the suicidal part? Like for your fans, like so to put the rumors to rest, if you want to go back and tell, like, maybe there's artists out there right now in Chicago that are like, I don't understand what can make you that upset and what can really be the toll or the test on your emotions so much. What was that all about, and how can people get through that?
Well, it was life. You know what I'm saying? It was just like if you could work at some marketing firm, and get super depressed. It has nothing to do with your job, but the things that you go through at your job compound it. It doesn't make it better, So it's like when you're going through, some type of emotional or mental kind of thing, you're depressed, and your job is kind of beating you over the head and telling you this and
over and over
that again and again and again. It's always a fight. This album was a fight.
So how do you get through it?
I had to stop caring about it.
Okay.
To be honest, it was something that I had to just look at it and say, hey, it is what it is. It's going to happen with or without me, kind of a situation. And just not really care about the process. So interviews, record sales, what people thought about the music. You just had to kind of walk away from all that. Before the album even came out, this is like 8, 9, 10 months ago.
Right.
Where it's just like, to get through this kind of situation, I had to really focus on the things that really matter in life.
Well, it was cool too because your fans, man, they came and had your back, and
that
they
helped a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and you saw there was literally protests like, we want this album, we want it done,
the people's album, Lasers is. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason that it's in stores right now, the reason that it's the #1 album in the country, is because of the Lupe Fiasco fans. People who literally protested, put themselves on the line, petitioned, and just were out and out supportive beyond belief. For little old me and my movement and my music. It just feels good to kind of have that.
Yeah, that's dope. Then that's what I think. I think that's what you bring is the realness. It's not the fake stuff of you. The business side of the music industry, but you also know the impact and the power that you have, probably even more now than ever. At this point, with the support you've gotten from your fans. And this album, I mean, blowing away the Glee album. You made it when you blow away the Glee album, right?
Yes.
Are you a fan of shows like that?
No.
Not at all?
I rarely watch TV.
Okay. What about the Glee concept?
I don't even know what it is.
Your guys like it. Well, because the reason I say that is because I think it's brought a lot of attention to music that a lot of kids growing up wouldn't have had, and that would have maybe been focused elsewhere, focused on the Jersey Shore crap going on. But they kind of bring it back.
Well, then that's dope. I when I tell you, I literally don't really watch TV. Like I'll go to TV for a specific show,
Right.
You know, and then that's it. Then I'm kind of off into documentary.
We got to get Lupe on Glee. I think we got to do all Glee episode of Lupe Fiasco. That would be dope. What does this album mean personally to you now that it's in the hands of your fans?
You know, it's a show of it really, for me, more than anything, more than what it sells, more than what the accolades are, what have you. For me, it just shows the power of people, you know, and that was kind of the point of this album from the doorstep. We did the Lasers Manifesto first, which was meant to inspire action, you know, for people to go out and do things, and for people to protest and petition and go through these whole motions without even having the music, you know, without even having the album. You know, it was done. I was satisfied at that moment, you know.
Right.
So anything after this, you know, is just kind of like the icing on the cake. But the actual cake is that, you know, it shows that what people are capable of doing. You got a corporation, a massive corporation, to bow down to the whim of a few fans.
Right.
You know.
How much input do you think the record label and the people behind should have on the actual product that you're putting out? How much input do you think they should have?
I definitely think that it's a, you know, we were just talking about this in the car. It should be a symbiotic relationship, you know, where you both gain from it. It shouldn't be a parasitic relationship where you're killing yourself or destroying yourself to make somebody else happy. That's not what it's about. At the end of the day, you'll get all this money and you'll get all this fame, but you'll be alone. You'll be a bitter kind of dude. You're looking back on your career with no pride in it because you didn't write any of the songs, you didn't produce any of the beats. And it's issues where even with me, it was like, at one point I did like one radio interview really early on, and somebody was like, yo, who sung that hook? And I'm like, I didn't know.
No idea.
I didn't know. I was like, I don't know his name, you know. And it was, and not that I didn't know the person, or what have you, it's just that at that moment, it's like I didn't even know that guy's name, you know. So just imagine the artist who's like has nothing to do with their own project.
Right.
You know, it's that is something that if you're an artist and you have morals and you have ethics, don't compromise for the sake of just doing it.
This is real talk right now, Chicago. So if you're an artist out there, this is why we're doing it right now, because Lupe Fiasco's been through it and he can help you guide you through. You know what the trenches, man.
95.
Oh, yeah. Motivation. We need some motivational tapes right now. What's your DJ's name?
My DJ?
Yeah.
Simon. DJ Simon says.
DJ Simon says, and he's also your barber?
Yes, he's also my barber.
Did you fire him or what? I mean, you're growing out the hair, right? I like it, by the way. I like Lupe with hair,
It's just
man.
one of those things I never grew. Whenever I was a kid, you know, I always had like nappy hair. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was always wild, and I didn't have a good quality of hair. And so I always cut it. You know, I was always bald head. I was scared to get braids and all that stuff. So, you know, this time around, now that I'm famous as hell, you know, and I can kind of do whatever I want, you know, it's like, I'm gonna grow my hair, you know, I'm gonna grow my hair.
But your DJ is also your barber. This
yeah,
that's cool to me.
It works.
Do you have other people on your staff that do like multiple jobs? Do you have like one person that's like your stylist, but he's also like your bodyguard? So he's like, I'll rough you up, but I'll make sure you look good.
Yeah, I have my assistant Ant, who's like the bodyguard, simply because he's kind of big. But that's really it. Everybody else is pretty much done. The only weird relationship is my barber being my DJ.
That's cool. I think if he can DJ while cutting your hair, now you got a show, right?
Yeah, I would have been up here with a fully banded tape.
Oh man, that's fun. I think that it sounds like you have a cool relationship with the people around you, and that's.
Oh yeah, my touring side and my performance side is a whole nother world. Like that's a whole nother energy, a whole nother space.
Right.
You know, so I love my band, I love my crew.
State Run Radio.
And
I like this because this is kind of almost directly talking to me. Which I like because it's honest, it's for real. Tell real quick, just a quick gist of what that song is actually about.
It's not necessarily about radio. It's about, you know, using radio as just kind of like a vehicle to talk about how, you know, we as human beings, you know, we get caught in our own feedback loops. You know, we kind of stick to the format, we stick to the program, you know, and just kind of accept that and go along with that, as opposed to kind of branching out on our own and doing our own thing and embracing that kind of independency about it. And I just use radio since I'm so close to it, and people can kind of relate to it immediately and understand it. Because people say it like, yo, I hear the same song 50 times a day. Right. You know, it's kind of like saying,
oh, I hear it.
You know, I'm in school, I hear the same lesson 50 times a day. I hear it, you know, using that. So, you know, I still have it's not a jab at radio like that, but it's definitely I'm going to speak my mind.
Well, what's a message? Okay, right now you are talking to the music director of one of the most listened to music station in one of the biggest cities in the country, as far as mainstream radio goes right now. What is something that you want to say to me? Like, this is our direct path. I think this is how the industry should work right here. You know. So what is something you want to say to me?
I think you should have a whole entire day, not an hour. Notice I didn't say hour.
Right.
Day dedicated to independent music.
Would you?
Independent music.
Would you host it for me? Would you come on the station and host it with us?
I would fly from wherever I am in the world, making millions.
Awesome.
And I would definitely come back and be a part of that. Most definitely.
I love it. Well, I'm into it. The only last point I want to make about that is, what do you say to the people that, because some people take that, what you're saying, and your message is great. There's so much talent, there's so much music out there, and it is hard to break into the mainstream format. What do you say to the people that are using that message as an excuse? So no matter, they put out a record that may not be saying that much, because there's a lot of that out there, but they say, well, it's because they're mainstream. You don't like my record because I'm not mainstream. Right. What do you want to say to the people that maybe aren't too clear on the message you're giving them?
I would say to them, and I always say, and I say it to myself repeatedly, and it's something that Jay-Z's told me, at the height of his super heights and height and even bigger as an artist as he is now, he told me, don't chase radio. He said that is just one part of the plan. That's one part of the game. It's one part of the industry. There's a million other parts. Cool.
And we're in the business of playing some hits. So, man, a good record is a good record.
Yes,
there's no denying.
At the end of the day,
right.
A good record is a good record. And there has been many artists with no record deal, with no kind of anything like that have just made that phenomenal
record.
And
a lot from here in Chicago, right here.
Yeah.
So make sure you hit up Lupe Fiasco on all of his websites, Twitter, Facebook. You said LupeFiasco.com.
LupeFiasco.com.
And cop that album, Lasers, man. It's fire. And that's not a pun. I'm not the rapper here. That's not how it works. And thank you. Like I said before, man, I'm a little geeked out so thank you for coming by and
appreciate it,
share it. And I'm going to hit you up for that Lupe Fiasco's Independent Music Hour.
Independent Music Day.
Day. I messed it up already.
Independence Day.
I'm fired. I'm off the team.
Soon.
Cool. Lupe Fiasco. Come on. Woo!